Formula E, the cleanest fun you can have on tarmac.
They go green in Mexico City. Evans is through, is he? They're going to be contact. Has Lotterer got through past De Vries? He has.
For the Porsche team, the real race is not just in the arena.
Mitch Evans wins in Mexico City.
The companies that innovate fastest will lead the way in our low-carbon future. Something elite engineers such as Porsche's Malte Huneker understand very well.
What's it like for you personally to be part of something like this?
It's a love-hate relationship. I love the pressure, at the same time I hate the pressure. You're basically presenting the result of your work with TV presence. So that's like the ultimate test that you can have for the work that the whole team is doing.
Formula E is entering its 7th season, but can this fledgling but already multi-million-dollar sport match its petrol cousin for power and excitement?
It's a very intense roller coaster.
Here comes Lotterer now, and he goes quickest.
Everything happens in one day. The practice sessions are very, very short, and then comes qualifying. That's like 1, ideally 2 flying laps, and then it's directly the race. So it's super, super intense. And also throughout the race, everything happens instantly. It's very, very short reaction times on anything that happens on track. So for us, it's as intensive as it looks like from the outside.
Why is it so essential to be developing Formula E?
The car industry as a whole is moving towards reducing CO2 emissions, and a big part of that is electrifying all production car fleets. That is mainly being done with the help of battery electric vehicles, so to bring our sports car heritage into the world of electric cars.
And what are the challenges that are different from petrol-driven cars?
First and foremost, that we are dealing with electricity. So we need to make sure that everything is safe. We are dealing with 800 volts, so that's some serious voltage, and we need to make sure that nothing happens. That's the first thing. Then after that, of course, the components are quite different. So we have a battery like everybody has in his cell phone, just slightly bigger in size.
All cars racing in Formula E must use the same chassis and battery by regulation, which encourages teams to concentrate research and resources on components that will increase the uptake of electric vehicles on our roads. Moving the focus away from aerodynamics and battery development, batteries could also prove too much of a game changer for individual teams.
And we would have a situation, potentially, where one manufacturer or one team would win every race. So that's something where they decided, okay, we give you a standard battery, and you can develop everything downstream from the battery to the wheel.
So to increase their racing advantage, the teams must work on developing their powertrains. Essentially, how the power is transferred from the battery to the road surface. A lithium-ion battery supplies a direct current through an inverter to convert it to alternating current. The alternating current is used to generate an electromagnetic field in the motor, which turns fixed magnets on the rotor. This rotation drives the gearbox and then the wheels. Each team arranges the elements of the powertrain in a unique way to optimize their car's performance.
And on top, there comes another challenge, which is driven by the need to manage energy efficiently. And this is software. So we are using a lot the software to help the driver manage the energy and use the energy as lap time efficiently as possible.
This is where some really clever technology is being developed to increase the car's efficiency to its maximum potential, including regenerative braking, which recovers kinetic energy from the wheels to recharge the battery when the car decelerates or brakes.
Would we drive the full race flat out, we would not make it to the end. So it means we have to save some energy while we are racing. So if we can bring the energy from the battery more efficiently to the road, we can drive longer on the straight, we have to lift later, and hence we are quicker.
Will any of that technology that's being developed filter down to an average car?
Obviously, we are not taking the electric machine from our Formula E car and put it one-to-one into the production car. But we are developing technologies, and these technologies can also be used in production cars. And that is true for the hardware, that is true for parts of the software. We can share our knowledge with our engineering colleagues from the production cars and can also help them. The high voltage technology that was first part of the LMP1 hybrid car, that was like 800 volt technology, is now something that is part of the Taycan, our first fully battery electric vehicle. That is an example that is easy to show, easy to understand.
Motorsports have long been a way of testing new technologies for manufacturers, but Formula E is also changing perceptions of electric vehicles, which is of crucial importance for an industry that needs to reinvent itself to survive in our low-carbon future.
Incredible race.
It's fundamentally another reason to get up in the morning, go to work and do the best. So motorsport or general sports people are probably very much intrinsically motivated, and all these factors push this motivation even further.
So much technology in that story. If you want more of it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and hit the bell button below for notifications.